Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming and Sunny Mounts Wood of the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Roads Yet Traveled, Merrick's Path. So let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. He quickly snatches it up and shuffles a safe distance away. He digs through the bag, but his expression tells me everything. Well? You found it yet? Kess? How bad would it be if we only had a driver? I mean, it's not bad, but we just have to go get a spanner. You'd have to go get one. Ugh. Why isn't that vent just always open? What's the point of even locking it? I don't know, ask Cap. They continue to bicker in the same manner for a bit as I roll my shoulders. I hadn't realized how much of a pain it was carrying all those tools. I know Rune is bigger than me, but it's still impressive that they can carry so much around all day. All he gave me was this little bag. Oh! Opening up my bag, I find only a few tools inside, but I quickly pull them out and hand them over to my worried friend. Hey, are any of these right? Boy, the heart is behind me! Please don't... Oh, hey! Where'd you find that? What's going on? What'd you find? The, alien found a spanner? Oh. Well, that's good, yeah? Yeah, here. He walks over to the half-buried Kess and hands him the tools. A white paw flashes out from the tangle to claim them. Okay, just give me a minute. Seeing nothing better to do, I find a nearby pipe and take a seat. Man, my hands are already looking a bit scuffed and worn. I'm surprised, however, when a boot walks into my view and looking up, I see Milo. You should carry this. I mean, you should give this to him. He gave it you to watch, right? He still seems nervous, but I'm glad he came over. Oh, thanks, Milo. I take the bag from him and he continues to stand there a bit dejectedly, unsure of what to do. I'm not sure what to do myself. I do the only thing that comes to mind and pat the seat next to me. To my astonishment, he sits down after a moment of hesitation. So, you're an alien, huh? Oh, what's that like? Ha! I think I scared him with my sudden outburst, but that had to be a joke, right? Seems like it wasn't. I know he can't understand me, but I really don't feel like devolving into charades today. Oh, that's fine. The food sucks and the housing is maybe only 3 stars, but the views are great. Otherwise, I'd say it's probably better back on Earth. He just looks at me and blinks a few times. I'm not sure what he expected, but I'm still actually glad he would even sit next to me. I think Marilyn was right. Spending time with others is the only way to become normal. How about you? How's being a mechanic? He tilts his head at me. How can I explain this? I point to Rune's bag with an inquisitive look on my face. Cap? Oh, you know him, I think. I didn't know he was working so closely with aliens, though. Kinda figured it'd be more of like a behind glass kind of thing. I definitely put a frown on after hearing that, but he isn't wrong. He should be out soon, don't worry. We work together, so I'd know. I don't know if you know us, though. I'm Milo. Is he introducing himself? Oh, I guess they never really did introduce themselves, did they? That's kind of him. I'm Rias. I instinctively hold out a hand for him, which causes him to jump back just a bit. I'm worried I've scared him off, but as he leans back in, he looks over my hand before slowly reaching out his paw to meet mine. He chose to mirror me, though, so I have to gesture for him to raise the correct paw for a handshake. I can see the fear behind his glasses as he very slowly comes to terms with what he is about to do. I do my best to keep my hand perfectly still, even after I feel his claws just barely reach my hand and hover with uncertainty. Gently taking hold, I give one strong shake before letting go. He looks at his paw with awe before turning to his buried friend. Kess, are you almost done down there? Yeah. Just let me... Thud. There. A large panel slides out from behind the cables as Kess stands up and dusts off. What? What in the void is going on out here? Milo, why are you so close to that thing? Are you in danger? No. Well, I don't know. Alright. Well, the vent is open. Now all we have to do is wait for Cap. Wait for him? You seem to understand us pretty well. I guess you're asking why. And the answer is, I don't feel like crawling through the vents today. Isn't that your job? This time they don't afford me an answer. Well, it shouldn't be too long. There's no way the repairs were that bad. He's probably logging everything and writing up a new schedule. It's pretty easy when you've always got a monitor handy. Was that a pun? Surely not, but I wonder if they have puns in Carain. What about Rune? I really don't want to wait any longer. I'm starting to get worried. After standing up, I walk past the judgmental stare from Kess and start pushing the cords aside. Ugh, it's a squeeze. But now I'm actually looking at it, I can tell these vents are made with Carain physiology in mind. Am I really gonna talk myself into this? Yeah, whatever. I'm sick of these boring, dark, and narrow corridors. I think I need something darker and narrower. As I start to take my jacket off, I think my guides might have noticed, as Kes speaks up. Listen. If you're about to do what I think you are, maybe reconsider? Yeah, I'm sure Rune will be out soon. He's probably... well, I'll be honest, he's probably just asleep. He kind of does this a lot. If you didn't know. Yeah, so maybe just wait for him? Look, we can all sit out here and respectfully and safely apart from each other, and I don't know, you can do whatever aliens do. Besides, eat us. Rolling my eyes, I walk over to Kes and hold my hand out, eyeing up their flashlight. Marilyn was definitely right, but if I need to be the alien, I'll be the alien. Flashlight, now. It gets the point across. Heading back to the vent, I move the cords out of the way before hearing some timid footsteps behind me. Well, I don't think you should do this. If you are gonna do it, then listen. I get you, understand this pretty well, so... Second, y'all. Water time. Alrighty, y'all, let's go ahead and pick right back up. Okay. Head down this shaft for a while, and there will be an opening with a ladder. Go up and you should be in the breaker room. If he's not in there, just come back. We'll find him elsewhere. And be careful. Don't get your clothes snagged on anything. Yeah, don't break anything. That's just more work for us. I think I'm starting to like these two. Crouching down, I begin wading through the wires until I get to the mouth of the vent and head inside. It's roomier than I was expecting. I don't even need to crawl. It's nowhere near as bad as those spelunking videos I've seen. Although, knowing this place, I can imagine there's another part of this ship where you would have done that, where you would have to do that. I see the ladder ahead of me, and there's a bit of a headroom for me to stand up in and start climbing. Looking up, I can't see a ceiling, so it must be a straight shot to whatever weird backroom this place is. I'm gonna have to have a talk with Rune about leaving me on my ass back here, even if he did get locked out. I can't believe Merrick might be the most worried about how I feel out of all this other Carain. It's just embarrassing, honestly. Coming to the top of the ladder, I quickly flash my light around. Fortunately, the ceiling's just high enough for me to stand. Ugh, this place is creepy. I really didn't think this through. Rune? No response. Okay, just a bit further and then I'll head back. A thin layer of dust covers most of the flat surfaces around here. Thankfully, I don't see any cobwebs. Alien spiders... there's a new fear. Rune! Still nothing. Damn it! Coming to a fork in the road, I almost turned back. But something drives me to turn the corner. It seems as though it were in vain, as there's nothing here. Wait. A faint blue light. It's either a really annoying coincidence, or I've found my Carain. Rune? Heading down the last hallway leads me to an open room with, lo and behold, a sleeping Carain. I'm upset, but it's tempered. I feel more tired than anything. He's been working hard. He hasn't even seen his friends in days, and now he has to take care of me all day out of the blue. Be tired too. But he's had his rest. There's just a bit more day to get through. Hey, bud, come on, get up. Gently nudging his arm, I try to wake him up as calmly as possible. I've seen how he snaps out of his concentration. I hope he doesn't freak out when he's woken up. Rune, please wake up. Slowly and gently, his body moves. His arm tenses up as he stretches. His legs kick out, and his head turns to me. His eyes open and gently focus on me, illuminated by a soft blue light. Hey there, bud. The drowsiness in his system slows his reaction. He just stares at me, and as I just stare at him. And then it comes. His eyes go wide, and he scrambles to sit up. Hamburger America. His momentum slows as his shoulder meets my free hand. It's okay, bud. It's okay. How did you get in here? Well, what happened? Rune, just calm down for a bit, okay? His eyes widen and narrow as he tries to figure out if this is all real or not. He quickly pulls up his monitor before bringing his free hand to his forehead and slouching down. By the filament, I'm the worst! How long was I out? Probably a mark or two? I had to get some help to find you, you know. He looks curious, but I just wave it away for now. He'll see soon enough. So, find what you were looking for down here? Yeah, I think I got it. A mark ago. Well, that's good. Do you, want to get out of here, or... I'm sorry, Rias. Sorry? Yes. I left you all alone, and... It's hard to see, but it looks like he's looking for something. Trying to find some reason for me to be upset. Rune, I'm a bit upset, sure, but I don't want you to do it again. But you won't do it again, right? What? It's more upsetting that he seems surprised by my willingness to look past this more than anything. It won't. I'm sorry. And now that I know you don't mind the dark, you can just come and help me next time. If you want to. Heh, sure thing, bud. Alright, let's get out of here. He nods and we slowly head back towards the hallway with the ladder. Climbing down first, I reposition myself so we can get down as well. Here, let me go first. Bending over in this tight corridor, he just manages to slip into the vent. After a few seconds, I deem it okay to follow. Rune certainly takes a bit longer to get through the vents, but I guess he is a bit bulkier than me. Eventually, we get back to the entrance, and he holds the cords out of the way for me to get out. Being able to see him in the light, no matter how dim it is down here, he looks exhausted. Not to mention all the dust on his clothes and in his fur. You really need to be more careful with... Coop! I'm cut off as Kess and Milo come running over to us, only stopping when they realize I'm still here. Kess? Milo? What are you doing here? We were going to surprise you on your shift, and then we found you were missing, and then we found this alien, and we also... I could ask you the same thing, Cap. And, speaking of, what in the void is that thing? What are you... Oh, Rias? He's... my assistant? Cap, I'm your assistant. Why didn't you tell us about this? I knew you were working on something, but I didn't expect this. I guess Rune really was too busy to inform them about me. Or they just didn't bother paying attention to the captain's report. Well, this is Rias. I have to help look after him for now. But he's super nice. Have you met? In a way. Well, Rias, these are my co-workers. And friends. Kess and Milo. Huh, thanks, Rune. But they already introduced themselves. Kinda. Oh, that's good. What the... Can you actually understand that thing, Cap? Yeah, the AI that Professor Sinnoh made works really well. I can understand most of what they say. I don't remember if you're supposed to know that, though. So, maybe please don't tell anyone. Not a soul. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, Cap. Besides, they seem nice enough. Milo? We talked about this. I raise an eyebrow, but they fail to elaborate. Well, we should head back up. I left everything by the hatch. Oh, no worries. Here, I brought it for you. You did? Yeah. Walking over to the bench, I grabbed his stuff for him. Oh, thanks, bud. Well, it was nice meeting you two, but Rias and I should get back to it. We only have a few things left today. I'm surprised he's so motivated to work after all that, but I guess he was mostly napping while I was the one doing all the work. It's okay. Now that he's back, at least I feel things will go pretty quickly. Bye, Cap! Make sure to actually message us next time you decide to lock yourself in a vent system. And maybe schedule some time off. For all of us? I will. Rune heads down the hallway, and I deem it wise to follow. I offer a wave to the other two, and I'm surprised to see them wave back. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and head out, y'all. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!